Hello, good afternoon. It's Robin here, Bungo the Sea, and I'm in Northern Ireland. And I just want to have a chat about my week, which has been a bit grim and really, really good and positive at the same time. I am racing a set of COTA. I'm a 50-year-old father, dad, full-time job, foster care, busy life, and I've always been a gamer, and I've really fallen into the rabbit hole over the last while of sim racing. And I've got myself a nice rig, see a nice seat, I've got my 3 screens, a nice phonetic wheel, pedals, all the bits and pieces, built myself a nice powerful computer, so I'm all set up. And that's upgraded over the last while. Always been interested, but never had this sort of setup. So a set of COTA is my game of choice, and I've been playing a lot of it. And I hooked in with a community called Low Fuel Motorsport, LFM, which is brilliant. Set of leagues, they organise races, they have their own skill ratings and safety ratings. And I started off with the Rookie League, and you have to get your basic license first, then you go into the Rookie League. There was a series of 12 races which started at the beginning of October, and I was into about the 7th race there, 6th or 7th, and I got bumped up to not the rookies anymore. So I bumped up into I could race in the iron and bronze leagues. In fact, my rating was in bronze. So they have 2 types of safety ratings. You've got a safety rating, so how safe you are on the track, causing accidents, and then they have this thing called ELO, and you started off with 1500 ELO, and if you qualify, say 10th, and you finish 5th, you'll get a good ELO. But if you qualify 10th and you finish 15th, you'll lose ELO. Or if you actually finish 10th and qualify 10th, you'll probably lose because you've been expected to do better than what's there. Spit the words out, Rob. Anyway, I was bumped up, and this week was Zolder in Belgium. Great track, love it, fantastic. And I have driven. I'm going to bring this up here on my screeny, and I've raced a lot of Zolder this week. About 5 races in this new league, and I've went backwards. My first race was my best race, and then all of a sudden I seem to get punted off. I've looked at some of the video replays, and some of them was stupidity on my part, and some of them I've been very unlucky and been punted off. And I've went from bronze back down to iron again, and if I'm not careful, I'll end up back in the rookies. So I think I'm going to have to draw a line underneath Zolder. I was very, very frustrated. Last night, for example, I raced, and I got punted off on the first lap, or second lap it was, and it was a bit messy. And I literally was just touched and punted. I looked back, and then I was at the back of the field, and then had a fantastic race from the back with a Spanish guy. It was brilliant, really, really good race. But my ELO rating has been going down and down. So if I look at my stats here, there's my safety rating from the very beginning. It starts at 2.5 and it's worked its way up. It's had a bit of a dip. But my ELO, this is this red line here, it went down a bit when you first start, and it came up. Good progress, thought that was turning the point. And this week, it's been Niagara Falls. So, wow! I've went from being in the middle of the pack, top end, in rookies, to the back of it. To the back. So, I need to improve. I'm going to draw a line under Zolder, and I am going to move on now. I've got an hour here, and I'm going to move on. And I'm going to start. Next week's track is the Circuit of Americas. I have just done the basics to learn the track. I haven't played it now in weeks and weeks and weeks. So I'm going to go on to the low fuel servers, and there should be, one of the nice things about LFM is they set up private servers for not only the races that they all organise, but also practice servers. So I'm going to have a look here for a practice server. It should be open for next week already. So we're looking for COTA, there you go, Coach Dave, COTA, Sprint Series Practice. And there are 14 people already in it, all these little keen people. I am still in my McLaren 720S GT3, and that's my car of choice. In fact, you lock yourself into a car for the complete series, but I'm not jumping around in other races in a different car. I'm sticking with the one car. So the purpose of my time here now, the next 40 minutes or so, is to get in and start to practice on COTA. It's a practice server, and I'm going to try and have a look at the setup that I have. I stole, but yeah, I took a setup from the internet, but I want to see if I can see what that is and really start to learn the circuit, I suppose. So that's what we're going to be doing. Why am I not seeing that? Jump lad. I think to be in a window or something. 3 minutes setup. Why is that not there? Oh, I know where that's already that bar's there. Why is that? Okay, freed off. We'll load his setup and see where we go. Why is that bar? I don't want that bar in the window. Huh. I'm just gonna, what'll do that? Sorry. Apologies. I'm just here for a chat. Okay, there's 3 minutes left of this practice and then it restarts again. Why is that there? Why isn't that there? Okay, I'll just quit out of that. Anyway, a little disheartened, I suppose. But it's not the end of the world. I think this is what sim racing is like. I think this is, you just got to get used to it, I suppose. And from what I hear, you have good weeks, you have bad weeks. So last week was a bad week. A good week that I got out of rookies, and a bad week that I binned it and feel like a failure. Yeah, so it's a mix of inexperience and bad luck and being in the middle of the pack or the rear end of the pack. That's where all of the first lap incidents happen. So getting caught up in those and getting around those first couple of laps without incident, because just generally when I'm racing, I'm having great races when I get going, has some close battles, but it seems to be those first couple of laps I'm going to have to learn how to get through them, or with a bit of luck, or be a bit more aware of what's going on around me. Okay, that's better. That window thing is away. Okay, load. Freed off. I took this setup initially just because there's a rating in ACC to go and learn all the tracks and circuits, and I haven't really used it since. So our temperature, okay, so let's get into this. So our temperature of the track at this moment in time up here is 21 degrees, and this is 24 degrees. So we're sitting here. We want to have our tires optimally, from what I'm told, at around 27.5, 27.4 to 27.8, that sort of rating. So we're going to do some laps here. How much fuel do I have on board? 2 litres for hot lapping. I'm going to set up to about 25 litres, do a few laps. It says it's 3.45 fuel per lap. And let's see, I'll get some headphones on here and away we go. Whew, righto. Okay. So let's see what we're going to do. Maybe 3 or 4 laps here. Literally, I don't care if I spin off, spin out. These are not excuses. But I just want to see what and spend a bit of time. I'm actually travelling for the next couple of days, so won't get much practice in. So I just want to use this time for a bit of practice. By the way, I encourage you fully to get involved. ACC is beautiful, fantastic. So realistic. I was watching some real laps on YouTube this week of real laps around Zolder, and it is amazing how accurate it actually is. Just amazing. So COTA was one of the new American circuits which is introduced this at COTA at the beginning of the year. I don't know it that well.
Session, 17th place.
Oh, we've got 3 minutes here to kill. I don't know it that well. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up Traxion here. So let's have a wee quick search here. A second. See what Traxion. Usually Traxion COTA. Usually have good tutorials on how to be fast. And I want to see usually at the end.
Or you love it from the start.
They have lap times. So there we go. Times. So alien people 203, pro-ams 209, amateurs 216. And this guy done a 204. So I'm aiming for lap times of 216 at this stage. And let's see how we get on with that. So let's get rid of that up there. Okay. And we've got a minute and a bit. Yeah. So I started off this here. I mean, Xbox time on Forza Motorsport, of course. Played it to death. Always been interested in motorsport and gaming. And a year or two ago, I bought one of those little crappy Ferrari wheels to start doing this on the Xbox. And then I bought a Logitech 920. Oh, there we go, we're open. And then I went to a Thrustmaster, and now this Fanatec. I must actually go and spend a bit of time and go through some of this stuff. But where it all came from and how it all started. So, okay. I've set my traction control to 7, my ABS to 4. I want to try and learn a bit more about and try to learn more about trail braking. So here we go. Everybody's going out to practice.
Its exit is clear.
And I'm just going to take it easy for a lap or two.
Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them.
That guy chatting in my ear is an add-on to ACC. It's called Crew Chief. It tackles lots and lots of different games. And it adds extra speech. Whoa! Holy crap. Flip me. I thought he was going to get belted from behind there. Okay, now that series of sweeping bends at the Circuit of America, COTA, is going to be key. And my tires scrubbing. So my tires are at 26.6 at the moment, working their way up. So the first lap or two is about getting some heat in my tires. Little blue dots on the screen here. I found out this week, thank you, that is for cars that are out on track with cold tires, or on an out lap, I suppose you would call it. And then they turn to grey. Goodness me, I really don't know the circuit at all. I know the circuit, but I don't know any lines here whatsoever. Car feels very, very light on the rear end. Misses. Okay, so this will be the first flying lap. Thanks, Jim. To work out braking points. Told I have to take as much curb as possible. Whoa, tail end going out. That is tricky. Tricky. So the cars in front of me now are all blue dotted people on their way, their outlap as you would call it. And that was too hot into that corner. Let's have a look at my aero. That's a very long straight. And I just fluffed that lap.
Watch the track limits, please, Robin.
Wow, those track limits are strict up there. Yeah, gotta get last week out of my head. What was that? 2:16 was that amateur time? Well, there's 2:12. Okay, 2:12. Flat out. Try and take a bit of curb. Burn a gear. Oh, no apex there, Robin. Flat to the mat. Okay, that would be a very enjoyable section to get right. Whew. Hey, Martin. COTA! Okay.
Your brake
Chill
temperature's
brake.
fine, mate.
Drill brake, drill brake, drill brake. Get in right this time. Drill brake, drill brake, drill brake, drill brake. Okay, and a big sweeper. Oh, Robin! Okay. Don't hit me! Hey, yeah, do I know any? No, not after this week, Martin. I do not know any pro drivers whatsoever. Full Earl. Alright. I just fluffed it. I just made a mistake. Alright, let's go again. This is just practice, Martin. This week we're on to COTA, and I just want to get to learn the track. Just want to get to learn the track. I've had a crap week on Zolder. I'm no longer a rookie, and I am being schooled big time. Absolutely schooled.
It exit looks clear. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
You must be having a picnic, top of the hill. I need to bring that tighter. Bring that tighter too. In, Rob. In. use the red stuff. Oh! Right, well if that was 212 on a crappy bad lap, under 210 is more than possible. Bring that traction control up. Have to change that setting. Quite a straight this, isn't it? Like braking point 100, 200, 100, 150. Okay.
The car ahead has just done at 210.26.
Okay. Alright, so this is going to be this odd double apex bend. Come in tighter, and then it's flat. Braking off. Okay, flying lap again.
B13.
Yeah, no racing today, Martin. I have got an hour just to get some practice in. I'm traveling this week, so I won't be back until whoa, Wednesday evening. So I just want to turn some laps here. I don't want to be going into my not rookie race. Driving like this. So I'll let that guy go past. Oh, he is 16th. Just not to follow him. Cheers, Martin. Thank you. Yeah, imagine me, gamer dad, 53, coming 54 years old, and just loving it. Still have my enthusiasm for gaming, although the majority of my gaming now is sitting in this seat. That's wrong again, darn it. Oh, well, I didn't hit the track limits anyway. I think you have to get about 100 laps in to a track to start to really get to know it. Really start the muscle memory to come in. I actually went into that new class of racing and thought that I was going to be able to hold my own, but not.
Track limits, keep it within the lines. Your brake
Yeah,
temps are good.
yeah. Right. This is the guy that's in 5th place at the moment. Oh, you see this? The flame coming out of the side of his car? He made mistakes too.
Okay, Robin, you need to watch the track limits.
Darn it, those track. That's really, really tight around there. There's not a lot of margin for error. I suppose this is why we practice. Yeah, fun. No, I wasn't having fun this week. I was very, very frustrated. Really, really annoyed. I was annoyed with other people, which I shouldn't have been because it's supposed to be fun, but I was annoyed at myself. Yeah, I mean, like, and Zolder, when I started the week, my time was about 1:31 and a half, thereabouts 1:32s. And I got into the 129s. I know that's not a lot in the scheme of things. It's a couple of clicks of the fingers. But in this game here, it's the difference between running in the top 6 and being in the back of the pack. This is a difficult little track.
That's a new fastest lap for Posset, 207.54.
There you go. Oh. The tires are getting hot. 27.9. Look at that. Look how slippy my tires are. .28s, that's too high. Now part of that is me spinning. Look at that. Wow. So yeah, I could race again today in Zolder, but nah. I'm just gonna wipe it out. Start again. 28.1. My tires are too hot. Now, is that because I was sliding or what was it? Is the air temperature mega hot? There, flow, swing, down a gear. That was better. Oh, that felt pretty good. Temperatures are coming down in the tires a little. Okay, look for the halfway between the 100 and the 50-meter board. Could go a bit later there. Yeah, temperatures are coming down. That's me spinning around. Alright, braking point here. 100-meter board. It's a fiddly little corner there. Okay, flatten them out now. Last couple of corners. Oh, a little hot there. Hold it. .213.
B11, sector 3 is 2.9 seconds off the pace.
Okay, halfway between. Too hot. So it is that little white line that I need to go to. Nah, not that.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
Alright. Yeah, and even the F1 this time, even though they all said it was good, I just didn't think it was that good, Martin. What are the temperatures? Track temperature is 23. Okay, I'll take these down 2 points. Let's save that. Bam, bam, bam. Rob. And it's 23 degrees. Save. And the arrow is up full. Seems odd. Seems odd that this guy has set that up at full. Okay, we'll just come back out. Return to the garage. Timetables. So 206s. 206s, and I'm in 213s. Okay. 206s and 213s. Wow. Alien people. Aliens. Alright, let's get back to it. Drive, drive, drive. Practice, practice, practice. Joe Martin, there's parts of the track. No, actually, there's not a lot of this track I really like either. I think it feels a bit like Paul Ricard, where it's so flat. I know this is a big bloody hill here, but it just feels flat and not a lot of character to it. This is the character, this hill.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line.
And I know
Your
that
brakes are cold, be careful.
I mean, these big sweeping bends remind me a lot of Silverstone. You know, the first couple of corners in the Silverstone. Why does my steering got all weird? Wow, feels a lot heavier. Okay. Yeah, it's not just me he's went off to. Where's my brake balance? I'm going to change my brake balance. %52% brake balance, see what that does. $100. That's here, it just seems like a stupid corner. Temperatures are coming up. Still a bit low, but
10th position.
new test. Okay. You can stop for a wee cup of tea at this point. Arm's still sore. I have this sore elbow and I'm not 100% sure whether it's this game or something else that I've done. It's like tennis elbow. Possibly is. Possibly. There's corners like this here where all the time is made, I'm sure. Too hot.
Mind these track limits, please, Robin.
Oops. Blew it there, alright. I have about 11 minutes left. I'm feeling better already. Mr. Fawcett is quite a topper at this game. What does he do? What does he do? That wasn't a bad resection. Was that because I was following him? Okay, he's an Aston Martin.
Brake temperatures are okay.
Temperatures on the tires are about perfect now. I wonder if I can get this corner right. Well, there's a lap you can say that wasn't too bad.
P9.
2:11s. The guy ahead is in third place. Track limits.
You're outside of track limits there.
I was too fast. Too fast. I can imagine the first lap of this track is going to be nutty because people will take their penalties. That's a nasty curve. They'll take their penalties. Whoa. Watch where you're going. Just for the heck of it. Just to get track position on that first lap. Interesting lines, Robin. Okay. 2:11, a bad one. Okay, that kind of worked. Sort of decelerating all the way through that, just floating through those bends. Coming tighter there. Well, if floating works, let it work. Best is 211s. I think we just need to stretch out this fifth gear. Too hot. That worked as well. Okay.
Sector 3 is 2.7 seconds off the pace.
2.7 seconds off the pace. Isn't that ridiculous? Is that the guy who's in first place behind me now? Darn it. Wow, just touched
All right,
that.
Robin, we need to watch these track limits.
Wow, I mean, there's no... Like here I can go over this without touching track limits, and over this, but that there just, there doesn't seem to be any clear line. Okay, I've got another few laps. Ah, it feels nice. No pressure, just practice. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, sweep way out wide. Looks like nasty big bumps out there. That actually wide line might just work. That's a very awkward corner there. It looks so simple. Okay. One more flying lap and that'll be me done. Darn it!
9.
Done it again.
We need to watch the track limits.
Being tied to there too. Will I get, do I have enough fuel for another lap? He binned it too. 3 litres 15 for a lap. Let's keep an eye. I've got 4.4 litres. The tighter line there be better. Break off. Okay, big wide sweeping line. Caught in earlier. Three 1.5. 3-1. I don't think we're going to make it, but we'll give it a whiz. I think we're going to run out of fuel here. Ah, stupido. And stop. That's my horror up. Right, okay, let's have a look, see. Let's have a look. Okay, so there's me in 10th at 211. 211, so 210 is definitely within my grasp. That would be nice in around there, 208s. What did Mr. Traxian say about that at the time? Well, Pro-Am is 209. That's what I need to be aiming for. 208, 209. Okay. But the amateur time that he has there, 216, is smashed. Smashed. Okay. Good. Good. Right, I'm going to go and spend some time with the fam, and I'm going to be on the OC podcast tonight at 9 o'clock UK time, ocpod.com, talking about video games and life, and probably a wee bit of this. And the guys who just finished Extra Life, Extra-Life, if you want to go to vghub.net on Extra Life, give them some money for their 24 hours of gaming. And I will see you all later. Thank you very much. Martin, thanks for dropping in. Fostering during the